Salve! Welcome to Beginner's Latin Lesson 14. In this lesson we'll be learning about the use of conjunctions in Latin. A conjunction is a joining word which is used to connect two or more words, phrases or clauses. You may also see conjunctions referred to as connectives in some grammar books. Here are some examples of English conjunctions: and, whereas, because, but, yet, if, or, although, and however. This is not an exhaustive list, and I'm sure you can think of many more. There are three main types of conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions are used to join multiple coordinating words, phrases, or clauses of equivalent syntactic importance or value. These conjunctions are placed between the words and phrases they join. For example, Severus enjoys singing but not dancing. Here, but is a coordinating conjunction. The most commonly used coordinating conjunctions in English are and, but, and or. The second type of conjunction is a subordinating conjunction, which joins a main or independent clause to a subordinate or dependent clause. A subordinating conjunction also illustrates the relationship between the two clauses. Here are two examples. 1. Septima had promised to wait in the forum for Titus. However, she decided to leave before he arrived. 2. The children followed the teacher wherever he went. In the first sentence, we have however as the subordinating conjunction. The subordinating conjunction in the second example is wherever. After, since, as if, while, when, before, and because are all subordinating conjunctions. Lastly, we have the correlative conjunctions, also called pairs of conjunctions. These conjunctions join noun phrases which have the same syntactic function. For example, Rufus was pleased that both his brother and his sister attended the event. Here the conjunction, or pairs of conjunctions, are both and. Other correlative conjunctions are neither and nor, and either and or. Here are two conjunctions we have encountered in Latin already: et and que. Que being the enclitic suffix added to the end of a pair of words to mean and. Que is thought to be more tightly joining or give a stronger emphasis than et, and so typically in formal and written Latin you will see que used more often than et. Are these conjunctions correlative, subordinating, or coordinating? They are coordinating conjunctions. They join together words or phrases which have the same syntactic value. Atque, which has the alternative form ac, is a related conjunction, which means and also, and even, or and to, and is also a coordinating conjunction. Here are 8 more Latin conjunctions. Antequam, which means before, out, which means or, the pair out, which means either or, the pair et, which means both and, postquam, which means after, quamquam, which means although, sed, which means but, si, which means if. You will notice that the types which correspond to these conjunctions have not been filled in. Pause the video and see if you can decide for each of the conjunctions if it is coordinating, subordinating, or correlative. Antequam is a subordinating conjunction. Out is a coordinating conjunction. The pair out is a correlative conjunction. The pair et is a correlative conjunction also. Note that there is an equivalent conjunction with que. Postquam is a subordinating conjunction. Quamquam is a subordinating conjunction. Sed is a coordinating conjunction, and si is a subordinating conjunction. It's time for a short quiz. You'll see a Latin sentence which will contain an English conjunction in parentheses. Your job is to translate the English conjunction to Latin and then translate the entire sentence to Latin. As in this sentence, we're given a Latin phrase with English conjunctions in parentheses. So we have is, and then in brackets either, then nauta, then in brackets or, poeta esse volu. So first of all, we translate the conjunction from English into Latin, and we get is aut nauta aut poeta esse volu. Then we translate the entire sentence from Latin to English, and we have he wants to either be a sailor or a poet. So let's move on to the first question. Pueri ad forum volumina poetarum portant, although lassati sunt. Pause the video and have a go at first translating the conjunction alone from English to Latin. Did you get the right answer? The word for although is quamquam, so the sentence reads, Pueri ad forum volumina poetarum portant quamquam lassati sunt. Now pause the video and have a go translating the sentence to English. Vocabulary which we have not yet encountered is listed at the bottom of the screen. Here is the answer. The boys carry the poet's books to the forum although they are tired. Here's another question. Pause the video and see if you can have a go translating the conjunction from English to Latin. The sentence is Agrippina ad oppidum parvum cum filio ire optat, but eius filius ad urbem ire mavult. The word for but is said, so the correct translation is Agrippina ad oppidum parvum cum filio ire optat, sed eius filius ad urbem ire mavult. Now see if you can translate the entire sentence to English. Pause the video and have a go. Here's the answer. Agrippina wishes to go to the small town with her son, but her son prefers to go to the city. I have translated ad urbem as the city, as in to say the city of Rome, but ad urbem could also be translated as the city, as in any city in general. To round off the lesson, we're going to touch on postpositives. Postpositives in Latin are words which mark the start of a new sentence. In English, we typically use punctuation to achieve this goal, but in written Latin, postpositives are employed instead. Postpositives are so named because they are positioned after the first word or phrase in a sentence. Examples of postpositive conjunctions are autem, which means however or moreover, enim, which means in fact, indeed, or for, ergo, which means therefore or hence, igitur, which means therefore, consequently, tamen, which means nevertheless, however. Tamen is not necessarily a postpositive. When tamen is not functioning as a postpositive, its meaning is typically yet or nevertheless. Ergo can either be a conjunction or an adverb, and you will find that whereas some postpositives are conjunctions, some are adverbs. Here's a summary of the topics covered in this lesson. We have discussed the role of conjunctions, and also the three main groups of conjunctions. We've also looked at examples of conjunctions in Latin and their uses, and lastly we've learned about postpositives. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you found it helpful.